Hello and welcome all you softball fans to another installment of YSN Live Softball. Today it is it would be the district semifinal here today between the number 1 seeded Austintown Fitch Falcons taking on the number 17 Louisville Leopards, as the district is hosted here in Austintown, so Falcons get a sort of a home field advantage through the next few games. Starting in the circle today for the Falcons, it's going to be the pitcher Sydney Watts. As Sydney Watts, we look at her stat line, 19-2 on the season, 15 complete games, 8 shutouts, 4 no-hitters, 1 perfect game, 261 strikeouts on the year, 0.61 ERA, and 115 innings logged. The lineup today that's going to be facing today for the Falcons, it's going to be Kenzie Denzer, Maddie Benson, Jenna Collins, Shelby Maley, Brooke Herron, Brooke Brendel, Stevie Barrett, Kendra Thomas, Maddie Adams. To round things out, it's Kenzie Denzer leading things off, the sophomore, right-handed swinging third baseman in today's contest, takes a first pitch strike from Watts, 0-1. Leopards coming in on the day, 12-12 on the season. Falcons sporting a 20-2 record. Did she go around? They check over at first, say no. No cross of the plate, 1-1 the count. Watts recently named the AAC Conference Player of the Year. Freshman phenom pitcher has had quite the season as that one misses. Louisville Leopards dugout getting loud. Of course, the winner of this game will play the winner of the game following between Green and Perry in the district final, and a cut on and miss by Denzer, 2-2. A lot of young talent that is hosted on this Leopard squad. Starting things off with this sophomore in Kenzie Denzer. The 2-2 from Watts, lays off of it, forces a full count from Watts. Windy day here in Austintown, Ohio. 66 degrees game start time temperature. The payoff, taking all the way called, third strike. And out number 1 as Denzer goes down looking. We look at the defenders around Watts today. First, from around the outfield, we have Bella Tofils in left, Sammy A in center, Maddie Butis out in right. Then in the infield, Maddie Taylor's at first, Caitlin Mitchell at second, shortstop Zayla Ray. At third base, Sophia Senedak. And then behind the plate is McKenna Hogan. First pitch, a ball to Maddie Benson, the left-handed swinging sophomore. 12 home runs on the season. That is a school record for this Leopard, and a swing and a miss. Nice cut, though, by Benson. Really nice swing that she possesses. And in 24 games, she's hit 12 long balls. So you know about her ratio, what kind of power she possesses. And these aren't cupcake schools by any means, folks. Louisville has a plethora of good wins on the season, including an 8-5 victory against North Canton Hoover earlier in the season. 2-1 the count on Benson. The pitch. That one is cut on and fouled back. Such a nice swing. That might be one of, if not the nicest swings I've seen around the YSN coverage map for softball. Only a sophomore, like we said, folks. 12 home runs on the season. Something truly special. And we're seeing a lot of underclassmen, freshmen, and sophomore class players have a lot of talent in this season. That one is chopped third base side, and it looked to get out of play. Count will stay now, 2-2. One down. Top of the first inning. The Leopards looking to try to get some early offense over on the Falcons. Sydney Watts getting the call, the 2-2. Taking all the way, went with the rise ball. No chase by Benson. Full count. 2 consecutive full counts drawn by Leopards bats. Not offering at things outside the zone. That's a big key going up against Watts. The payoff. Swing and a miss. But brought the challenge that time. The express at the knees. Hard to catch up with it. cut on and missed. 2 down, both by K's.
The 3-hole hitter for the Louisville Leopards is senior first baseman, number 22, Jenna Collins.
Jenna Collins, one of the seniors on this squad. It's made up of 3 seniors that are going to be in the starting 9. Collins is one of them, playing first base today for the Leopards, taking a first pitch strike, 0-1. Like we said, this is a Leopards team, schedules independently, features a lot of teams from that Federal League in their athletic schedule. A cut on and missed, 0-2. Watts looking to get out of the inning. Foot on the rubber. She's ready to go. Collins steps in the box. She's ready to go. The 0-2 pitch set up from Watts. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 consecutive strikeouts as Sydney Watts strikes out the side to start here in the top of the first. We go to the bottom half of the inning. Falcons get a turn to bat here on ysnlive.com. Don't go anywhere.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the first inning as Katie Heath takes the circle for the Leopards. We'll take a look at the lineup she's going to be facing today by the Falcons. It goes as this. Ayla Ray leads things off. Sammy A batting second. In the 3-hole, it's Maddie Taylor. Batting cleanup, it's Sydney Watts. 5 spot, Caitlin Mitchell batting 6th. And DPing today, it is Sam Severn. Batting 7th, Bella Tofil. Batting 8th, McKenna Hogan. And rounding things out, batting 9th is Maddie Butis. Katie Heath, the left-hander, going to be going up against this Austintown Fitch Falcon squad that does feature left-handed bats, including Ayla Ray, that will be leading things off. Ayla Ray, what a phenomenal season she has had to this point. 608 batting average. 655 on base percentage. 932 slugging. Over 1.627 OPS for Ayla Ray. Some fantastic numbers. One's in there for a 1-1 count now. Thing about Ayla Ray, only 3 strikeouts on the year for the left-handed swinging leadoff hitter for the Falcons. Really good bat, protects the plate really well. Doesn't let a whole lot past her as she fouls that one away, 1-2. Ray also featured on the Falcons basketball squad, where she led multiple stat categories in that earlier this year. Just an all-around athlete is Ayla Ray as she lines that one to short. Glove field throw across the diamond by Maddie Benson for out number 1. As a grounder to short opens things off, we'll look at the defenders around the infield and outfield for Louisville. For the outfield first, we're looking at left field, Maddie Adams. In center, it's Brooke Herron. Then in right, Stevie Barrett. Then in the infield, first base, Jenna Collins. Second, Shelby Maley. Shortstop, Maddie Benson. Third base, Kenzie Denzer. And then behind the plate is Brooke Brendel. Sammy A to bat Another left-handed swinger. As back-to-back lefties start things out for the Falcons as the first pitch a ball from Heath. The southpaw swings a pitch just outside and a 2-0 count for the Falcons senior, Sammy A. Sammy A, 439 hitter on the season, 17 RBIs as well. That 2-0 pitch missing. 3-0, favorable count for A. A, one of 5 Falcons in this starting 9 with over 1,000 OPS. As that one missing, and a 4-pitch walk and a leadoff, or a 1-out base runner, I should say, for the Falcons, as Sammy A is on first.
Now the 3-hole batter for the Fitch Lady Falcons is senior captain first baseman number 10, Maddie Taylor.
Maddie Taylor's stat line just phenomenal on the season. 500 to this point, 4 home runs, 31 RBIs, 7 doubles, 5 triples. It's a .914 slugging percentage as a first pitch ball, 1-0.
I need to tell you.
As that one hit out to the gap, it's a double, 1 run coming around. Sammy A looking to give the Falcons the lead. She's going to touch the plate. Maddie Taylor with a go-ahead RBI double puts the Falcons on top here in the bottom of the first.
I saw it.
As Sydney Watts, freshman phenom, tried to line it down the third base line. It goes foul, 0-2. We talk about her pitching numbers, hitting numbers just as good. 544 hitter, 9 homers, 29 RBIs on the season. A 1.058 slugging percentage and a 1.587 OPS. Incredible stats across the board for Watts as the 0-2 taking all the way, and it's a ball, 1-2. Falcons taking a 1-0 lead thanks in part to a Maddie Taylor 1-out RBI double that brought home Sammy A. As the 1-2 taken outside, Sydney Watts gets back into the count, 2-2. And looks like the catcher for the Leopards, Brooke Brundle, going to check things off with the coaches, possibly talking about the pitches and the setup, making sure you have the calls and the signs correctly on it. So Brundle getting the call, gives it to Heath. Heath fires in a pitch, and it's a bit outside. The count runs full from 0-2 to 3-2. Watts gets the count in her favor. As awaiting the payoff, Watts with a big cut fouls it back over the fencing. We'll do it again at 3-2. Beautiful day here in the middle of May as we inch closer to Firestone Park, and Watts just throws the bat out. It gets it down the line. They're going to hold runners at first, and Watts going to take second without a throw. So Watts advances. It's runners at second and third. So a base hit for Watts. Still only 1 down. Brings up Caitlin Mitchell now.
Number 00, junior Ashley McLean is the courtesy pinch runner for Sydney Watts. Now batting fifth for Fitch is the junior second baseman, number 4, Caitlin Mitchell.
As Ashley McLean, the courtesy runner for Watts at second. Second and third, one down. Caitlin Mitchell has a chance to extend this Falcons lead here in the bottom of the first. First pitch missing outside for a ball, 1-0. As Caitlin Mitchell, right-handed swinging junior, takes that pitch over the plate for a strike, 1-1. Falcons have a big opportunity to spot Sydney Watts a bigger lead, heading into the second. Timely hitting, big part of tournament runs as that one misses for a ball, 2-1. Leopards, of course, 17th seeded. Like we said earlier in this one, Fitch 1 seeded in this Austintown district. The team that knocked Austintown out of the district last year in North Canton Hoover actually would be opposite of Fitch in the entire region. So the possibility of those two lining up would have to factor in that both teams make it all the way to a regional final. That's the only way you'd see a rematch of those two teams in this year's tournament. As the count runs full for the Falcons' second baseman, Caitlin Mitchell. The payoff, and tried to line it, and it goes just foul down the third base line. Keep the count at 3-2. Katie Heath looking to walk this tightrope and try to get out of some trouble here. The payoff, as that one is hit up and back, out of play, over the press box. Count will stay 3-2. Talk about young starters all around. Kenzie Denzer, a sophomore. Maddie Benson, a sophomore. So is Brooke Heron. And Maddie Adams in the outfield. That one riding it down the line, but making the catch. Going into foul territory, tagging up and sliding in for a run. Going to third is Ashley McLean. She's safe there. 2-0 Falcons. Runner at third with 2 down.
How am I in the second inning now? Jesus Christ, batting sixth is
As we go, Sam Severn. It's it right back to Heath. Heath tosses to first for out number 3. As the Falcons take a lead off of 2 runs here in the bottom of the first inning, we go to the top of the second right after this on ysnlive.com.
Mill Creek Metro Parks invites you to join them for a second season of Youth Deck Hockey, July 16th through August 27th. 8, 11, 14, and 17U players. Register now for 6 Saturday games and 1 scheduled practice each week at the Wick Recreation Area. Registration for the Adult League is also now being accepted. Sign up now and don't miss your chance to play deck hockey. Call today or visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the top of the second inning as Leopards bats coming up, trailing by 2, looking to get a couple runs over. It's going to be the 4, 5, 6 of the Louisville order. It's Shelby Maley, Brooke Heron, and Brooke Brendel. Maley, the junior, second baseman in today's contest. First pitch, a ball fired in there from Sydney Watts, 1-0. Falcons grabbing a 2-0 advantage in the bottom of the first inning. As Watts pitching with a lead for the first time in today's contest as they cut on and miss. 1-1 the count now. As Shelby Maley looking to get things started for the Leopards. She cuts on, foul, tips it into the glove of McKenna Hogan, 1-2. As Maley now falling behind to that 1-2 count. Batters batting just .080 against Sydney Watts on the season, and that number goes down when you get behind in a count. 1-2 the count now.
User-friendly, people, and this board is not user-friendly.
Watts getting the call, the 1-2, swing and a miss. 4 consecutive strikeouts now for Sydney Watts to start today's ball game. And that's the first out here in the top of the second inning. It's going to bring up now Brooke Herron.
For Louisville, a sophomore center fielder, number 11, Brooke Herron. I figured it out.
And the technician magician himself here at Austintown, Jonesy, has made his way in to try to fix the scoreboard issues going on here at Austintown. Guys like magic, he gets things done. 1-0 the count, though, for Herron on the field. As Herron taking that pitch for a strike, 1-1. Brooke Herron also featured on this Leopards, I believe, volleyball team as well as the basketball team as well. Multiple sport athlete is Brooke Herron. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Went after some high heat, 1-2. As Watts getting in front of the 2 hitters in this inning after the first one, getting them behind in the full counts as Herron gets it back even at 2-2. Brooke Brendel waits in the on-deck circle. Watts stares in, the 2-2, swing and a miss. 5 consecutive strikeouts to start for Sydney Watts as another one swinging has 2 down here in the top of the second.
Now batting 6th is senior catcher, number 72, Brooke Brendel.
One of the seniors on this Louisville squad, Brendel, looking to get a little 2-out mojo started for the Leopards as that one skies over the head of Brendel. Nickname for the catcher on the Falcons, McKenna Hogan, they call her Gravity for bringing things back down to earth. She was able to get a glove on that one, take a lot of the heat off of it from Watts and kept it around the plate. The 1-0 is cut on and missed, 1-1. As Watts gets back into the count with the first strike. The look in, the 1-1. Taking all the way, and it's in there for a strike. 1-2 the count now.
All right, I think we are set again if we're in the top of the second inning.
Watts looking for the final out here in the top of the second. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3, 6 consecutive strikeouts for Watts. Back-to-back innings of striking out the side as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Falcons with a lead, 2-0 here in Austintown. We'll be back with this district semifinal matchup right after this. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com. Don't you go anywhere.
In storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Notice we'll have scattered showers on Thursday.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the second inning here in Austintown as the Falcons coming up to bat. Leopard softball team trailing 2-0, looking to keep the score that way going into this bottom of the second inning. Right now, the Falcons with that 2-0 lead now. The runs total for the runs scored on the season now for Fitch is 208, and the runs against them is 28 for a differential of 180 runs, plus 180 runs on the season. Just dominating numbers all around for Austintown on the season. Great pitching numbers and not shabby offensively in the slightest. Coming up to bat this half inning for the Falcons, Bella Tofil, McKenna Hogan, Maddie Butis, and it's Bella Tofil's birthday every day as she always gets the song of happy birthday sang to her from the Falcons dugout every at-bat. As Tofil goes swinging at that first pitch as Brundle tried to get a hold of it as it was popped fly on the infield. Couldn't quite flag it down. It's 0-1. Good effort, though, by Brundle. Tofil, one of the sophomores on this Falcons squad. Plays in the outfield, features in left. The 0-1 to Tofil. Tofil cuts that one back and behind the fence out of play, 0-2. Katie Heath looking to try to get a 1-2-3 inning and limit the damage put on in that first from Fitch, and brought an off-speed pitch. Looked like it froze Tofil for the moment, but it went too far inside, 1-2. The 1-2 went to the express, took a little something off at the pitch before. That was the setup. She went right back to the fastball, registers her first strikeout, does Heath, for out number 1.
Now striding to the plate and batting is junior catcher number 34, McKenna Hogan.
As McKenna Hogan cuts on foul, tips that one into the glove, 0-1. McKenna Hogan, one of the walks leaders on this team. 10 walks on the season. It's good for an on-base percentage of .483. As that one is hit, popped up towards short. Benson settles under it for out number 2. As 2 quick outs for Katie Heath and the Leopards against the Falcons, trying to put a 0 on the board. Maddie Butis up to bat now. .385 hitter on the season. As taking that first pitch for a ball, 1-0. Butis can turn it over to the top of the order as Ayla Ray waits in the on-deck circle. The left-hander, Katie Heath, tried to find the outer edge. No call on it, 2-0. As the 2-0 pitch finds the zone, 2-1. As we said, this game, 3:30 start time, immediately following it here in Austintown. It's going to be the contest between Green and Perry to get the other side of this district final figured out. Either way, YSN will be at the district final as we represent both the Louisville Leopards and the Austintown Fitch Falcons. So either way, we will be here for the district final in Austintown. As that 2-2 pitch kind of snow-coned it did Brundle. A little bit outside the zone anyway, says the home plate umpire, and the count runs full for Butis. Butis looking to get it to the top of the order, the payoff. As she swings, little slap shot attempt at it, fouls it back to the fencing. Count stays 3-2. As the payoff pitch again, slap shot, but that time Kenzie Denzer had it perfectly read right into the leather for out number 3. Falcons go quietly here in the bottom of the second. 2 in the books here in Austintown with a 2-0 Falcons lead. We go to the top of the third. Louisville bats coming back around right after this.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Welcome back, everybody. Here in the top of the third inning as the Leopards bats coming back around as it is going to be 7, 8, and 9 in the Louisville order. Stevie Barrett, Kendra Thomas, Maddie Adams, senior, junior, freshman as follows, all batting from the right side.
Senior right fielder number 29, Stevie Barrett.
As Stevie Barrett getting her first swings against Sydney Watts. As that first pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Watts retiring the first 6 Leopards batters by strikeout, striking out the side consecutively the first 2 innings. That one is popped up. McKenna Hogan looking to track it down, couldn't quite get to it, but it's 0-2. Hogan, a really good defensive catcher, like we said earlier in the broadcast. Named the nickname Gravity for being able to bring the flaming rise ball that Sydney Watts is able to fire in there back down to earth. As that one is cut on and missed, 7 consecutive strikeouts now for the Falcon freshman. And 1 down here in the top of the third.
Now batting 8th for the Leopards is junior designated player number 5, Kendra Thomas.
As Kendra Thomas up to bat. First pitch, a ball, 1-0. 7 strikeouts for Watts, averaging 12.4 strikeouts. As that one missing for a ball. Or excuse me, averaging, I should have said, 2.27 strikeouts per inning. And if you know anything about that, you can only get 3 strikeouts an inning, folks. So anything over 2, that's some pretty crazy numbers. As the count is 2-0 on Kendra Thomas. As getting it back into the count this time is Watts with a strike on Thomas. Junior batter for the Leopards. The 2-1. That one foul, tips back to the backstop as it hits the thud of the padding back there, 2-2. With the count 2-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, 8 consecutive strikeouts to start for Sydney Watts. And there is now 2 down here in the top of the third. As making it the first time through the order now and rounding things out the first time through is Maddie Adams, a freshman. Right-handed swinger. Looking for a 2-out start against the Falcons as a first pitch swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1 went back to the well on the rise ball. Couldn't get a chase from Adams that time. 1-1, the count evens up. It's kind of pick your poison when you go up against Sydney Watts as taking a second strike, 1-2. You go up in the box to try to take away the break, but then you got to get on that pitch really quick. It's going to get on you really quick. You stay back in the box to take some of the speed away, but then you got to deal with the break of a rise ball and any other off-speed pitch that Watts factors into her arsenal, as the count now 2-2, twos across the board. More often than not, we've seen a lot of hitters have success that are able to step up in the box and just try to fight off the speed, take away some of the break that comes with those pitches as the count runs full. Another full count drawn by Leopards bats, trying to get their first base runner here in this ball game. The look in, the payoff. Swing and a miss, strike three. 9 consecutive strikeouts as Sydney Watts has struck out the side 3 consecutive times, has struck out the order the first time through. We go to the bottom of the third. Falcons maintain their 2-0 lead right after this.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Bottom of the third inning we go, but it's the top of the Falcons order. Ayla Ray, Sammy A, Maddie Taylor due up. Ayla Ray grounding to short in her first at-bat this game. Lefty-lefty matchup against Katie Heath as Heath makes it through the order the second time around. Ray hits it out towards right, settling under it, making the play for out number 1. Here is Louisville as nice play out there in right field by Stevie Barrett to grab the first out. Sun is out, so it's not easy trying to track those balls down, especially down in right field. Barrett does a good job settling under it. Sammy A walked in her first plate appearance. She takes a pitch for a ball, 1-0. Matter of fact, it was on 4 pitches that they walked, as that one in there for a strike, 1-1. As Sammy A hits that out towards right or left center field, this time left fielder tracks it down for the Leopards. Out number 2, Maddie Adams gets the leather on it. 2 quick outs here as Katie Heath really pitching well in the circle the last 2 innings, keeping the Leopards in this, keeping this game really close. Maddie Taylor got the Falcons on the board in that first and broke the scoreless tie with an RBI double, as it was another extra base hit on the season for Taylor. Her 8th double gives her a total of 17 extra base hits, 8 doubles, 5 triples, 4 home runs on the season. As she just belted that one out right center field. It goes to the cars right by the flagpole. Maddie Taylor, long ball, and it's 3-0 Fitch. A mob scene coming at the plate. Get reinforcements done on that helmet, as Maddie Taylor, 3-hole hitter for this Falcons squad, comes up with a big bat. Talk about extra base hits. 5 homers, 33 RBIs now on the season. Add another extra base hit to the total, as Sydney Watts going to be due up for the Falcons with 2 down, and that's 2 out Jack. Huge run to add on for Austintown in this one, grabbing a 3-0 lead as Katie Heath retired 5 in a row prior to the long ball by Taylor. And we talked earlier about Maddie Benson's swing, but we've mentioned it on YSN's Running Point as well as other outlets on YSN that Maddie Taylor's swing is a thing of beauty as well. And when she connects and squares up with it, it can go a long way. That's an example of it right there, as the home run is her 5th on the season. Sydney Watts, the team leader, with 9 long balls, though, on the year. She takes it for a first pitch strike, 0-1. As it looks like the Green Bulldog softball team has made their way here. They're now in attendance, scouting their would-be, one of their would-be opponents if they are to advance in that game against Perry. Immediately scheduled to follow after this one, as that rip down the third base line is foul. 1-2 on Watts. Sydney Watts had a single her first time up. 1 for 1 on the day. Maddie Taylor now, though, with 2 RBIs on the 2 extra base hits. Huge day for the Falcon senior, as Sydney Watts looked like she went chopping for wood, and she still got a piece of it right around the letters. Phenomenal bat speed and hand-eye coordination that the freshman Watts possesses. Katie Heath waits the new softball thrown in from the dugout. Umpire needs to re-up on his arsenal. The 1-2 count to Watts. Watts takes the off-speed pitch up high, 2-2. Again, 2s across the board with a 3-0 Falcons lead in the bottom of the third. Watts awaits the 2-2, is hit out towards right, backpedaling to the track, to the wall, it's gone! A long fly, the wind might have helped it out a bit, but no doubt Sydney Watts, double-digit home runs on the season, and the second time, I believe, on the season that Sydney Watts, Maddie Taylor go back-to-back with jacks, as Watts belts it out of here, 4-0 Fitch. That is now 10 home runs, 30 RBIs for Sydney Watts. Back-to-back jacks, doubling their lead in this inning from 2 to 4. Caitlin Mitchell up to bat. Caitlin Mitchell had the sac fly and an RBI in her first at bat. And taking a look at that Sydney Watts home run, I mean, she squared it up, she hit it. It was one of those ones that hung in the air a long time, and wind was blowing a little bit out, but it looked like it had a chance to go, and boy, oh boy, it carried right out of here. And if that's any indication of how shots are going to be towards right field, right-handed hitter's going to have to hit Oppo. Lefty's going to need to pull, as that grounder to third finishes the Falcons here in inning number 3, but not before Fitch, like we said, doubles their lead on 2 swings of the bat by Maddie Taylor. Sydney Watts, back-to-back jacks. It's 4-0 Falcons after 3 in the books. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com, right after this.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Shealy's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Shealy's. Shealy's, proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers and Cleveland Guardians.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
We go to the top of the 4th inning, but it's also the top of the order for the Leopards. Kenzie Denzer, Maddie Benson, and Jenna Collins. Kenzie Denzer struck out looking her first time up against Watts. The first pitch to her is in there for a strike, 0-1. As Watts able to help out her own cause with a solo shot in the bottom half of the 3rd. Made the lead 4-0 at this point. As Denzer falls behind 0-2. Watts readies up on the rubber in the circle, the 0-2. Tried to ride that fastball right above the letters. No chase offered by Denzer, 1-2. As Denzer awaits the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 10 consecutive strikeouts now for Sydney Watts to start this game, and there's one down here in the top of the 4th. Maddie Benson. Talked about her, the home run leader, 12 on the season for the Leopards, as a strong power swinger. Has a beautiful swing at that, too. And when she gets a hold of it, it goes a long, long way. Benson behind in the count now, 0-1. The pitch. Inside for a ball, 1-1. Leopards looking to get a little bit of offense rolling here in the 4th inning, and the second time through the order for Louisville. Watts delivers. The 1-1 offering is cut on and missed. 1-2 now. Sydney Watts on some kind of roll right now here in Austintown on a beautiful Monday afternoon. That one is cut on, fouled back over the press box. Sounds like it made contact with either the stands behind here for Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium or possibly one of the bleachers right here for the softball field. The 1-2 coming up to Benson. Taking all the way outside, and the count evens at 2. As the count 2-2. On the big power bat of the Leopard lineup, the pitch. That one is drilled out to left center field. Diving play out by Bella Tofel, and it rattles around the glove, but it does drop in, and the Leopards with the first base runner of the day, ending the streak at 10 for consecutive strikeouts from Watts, as a runner on first on the base hit for Benson.
Now the first baseman, number 22, Jenna Collins.
Great effort, though, by Bella Tofel. She got some leather on it, diving with it. But Benson, the first base runner for Louisville. Jenna Collins up to bat as Collins fouls it back, 0-1. First hit, first base runner, first everything for the Leopards, but got to wonder if Louisville's going to be able to generate some momentum off of this now, as you got the meat of the order coming up. 3, 4, and 5 due up now. Great opportunity for Louisville to do some damage, as the senior Jenna Collins, 0 for 1 on the day. Always tough going through a lineup a second and third time around. We know that for pitchers, as hitters often make adjustments, looking for something in particular, know what you're throwing, kind of adjust to your speed, or attempt to adjust to the speed. As 0-2 to Collins. That one is hit up the middle line to Sammy A, who gets it back in the infield quickly, but back-to-back base hits has the Leopards with a little offensive momentum brewing. First and second, one down. It's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Shelby Maley, junior right-handed bat. And it's going to be a substitution courtesy runner for Jenna Collins over at first.
Number 2, sophomore Paige Folk is the courtesy
As
bench
Paige
runner
Folk
at first base for
is
Jenna
going to be
Collins
running.
for the Leopards. Now batting for the Leopards, second baseman number 1, Shelby Maley.
As Shelby Maley up to bat with runners at first and second. Taking that first pitch, runners take off, and they swipe the bags at second and third. Now there's a couple in scoring position for Louisville. Huge opportunity for the Leopards to get some runs back, trailing 4-0 here in the top of the fourth. That one finds the zone for a strike, 1-1. Leopards can't afford to play small ball with a sac fly to get at least one back. Depends on how confident Leopards are in getting an opportunity like this again, as we saw that time, squaring around to bunt, but fouling it back to the fencing, 1-2. Yes, Maley. Down 1-2, looking for a big one-out base hit to bring a couple of Leopards home. As Maley steps in, awaits the 1-2 from Watts. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 11 for Watts. Watts attempted to walk off. Attempted to walk to the dugout. Thought it was 3, only 2. Back to the circle. 2 out now here in the top of the fourth. Brooke Herron up to bat. Struck out swinging her first time up. And she swings and misses at that first pitch as McKenna Hogan gets the leather on it, 0-1. As the count, or the combination, I should say, of McKenna Hogan and Sydney Watts have combined this season for a total of 4 no-hitters and 1 perfect game. A truly incredible season that's been put together. And 6 one-hitters, too, on top of that as well. We look at these numbers, too. I mean, .089 batting average against. I mean, these are insanely good numbers, as that one in there for a strike, 0-2. Brooke Herron with 2 down, looking for a timely base hit with a couple ducks on the pond at second and third. The 0-2 count to Herron, the pitch. That one fouled back to the fencing, and the count stays 0-2. Beautiful day weather-wise. We had rain this morning, but it's cleared up. Clouds in the sky, but none of the stormcast, or the storm variety. It's more of a overcast look at clouds as that one grounded to Ayla Ray, the shortstop, with a throw to first, and a nice stretch by Maddie Taylor to complete the out at first for out number 3. Leopards get a couple on, but can't bring them home. The lead remains 4-0. Falcons in favor going to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Right after this on ysnlive.com.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
To the bottom of the 4th inning we go. Sam Severn leads things off for Austintown and takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. Goes Sam Severn, Bellatofo, McKenna Hogan due up in this half for Austintown. Katie Heath, the left-hander, fires that one in there for a strike and gets that count even back up at 1. As the 1-1 pitch from Heath gets Sam Severn behind in the count now, 1-2. As the 1-2 to Severn. That one is hit up in the air. Center fielder tracking it in and hauling it in for out number 1. Brooke Herron takes care of it. 1 down now here in the bottom of the 4th. As Bellatofel up to bat, struck out looking at her first at bat in this contest. The first pitch is a ball to Toffel, 1-0. As inside it goes, 2-0 the count. Falcons grabbed a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 1st. They added on to it in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 down, and back-to-back home runs by Maddie Taylor and Sydney Watts to make it the 4-0 score it is right now. 2-1 the count as Toffel got on and missed on the 2-0 pitch. The 2-1 pitch gets a piece of it that time but fouls it straight back. Count evens at 2. As Bellatofel, second matchup against Katie Heath, as Katie Heath tried to get her looking for the second time around. Just off the plate, count is full. One down here, bottom of the 4th inning, the payoff from Heath. That one misses for a ball, and the full count pitch ends up with Bellatofo at first with only 1 down. As McKenna Hogan popped out to short in her first at-bat. We mentioned McKenna Hogan with the .483 on-base percentage, over 1,000 OPS, as her slugging percentage tips over the 600 mark. As that one is popped up to the pitcher Heath, and Heath able to get a read on it for out number 2. 2 down with Bellatofo on first. And Maddie Butis, 9-0 hitter for Austintown. Or excuse me, Allie Foley up to bat. Allie Foley recently featured on YSN's Running Point, as you could find that player profile on ysnlive.com, as well as the YouTube page, YSN Live, as the first pitch swinging by Allie Foley is fouled off for a strike, 0-1. Foley committed to the next level, Hocking Community College, as Allie Foley also said the way to our heart is through cheese quesadillas as well, too. So, one of the many highlights of that interview that could be found on ysnlive.com and the YSN Live YouTube page. So make sure you check that out, too, on the player profile for the Falcon senior, Allie Foley. The 0-2 pitch to Foley. Skips on the turf, taking off for second. Bellatofo gets there safely, and a runner in scoring position with a count 1-2 at the 9-hole hitter now, Allie Foley. As the Leopards looking for this last out, looking to post another 0 on the board against Austintown. with the count 1-2 to Foley. The pitch. Allie Foley with another foul back, tips off the top of the fence, and we'll do it again at 1-2. If Allie Foley is to reach, Ayla Ray is at the top of the order and in the on-deck circle. As the count 1-2, Allie Foley again grabs a piece of it as she fouls it off for the count to stay 1-2. Good at bat and a good battle between the Falcons senior and Katie Heath of Louisville. Sophomore left-hander Heath fires it in for a ball. The count evens at 2. Twos across the board here in the bottom of the fourth for Austintown. The kick, the fire, the 2-2, and another foul ball. Allie Foley. And the human chess match continues between Foley and Heath. Brendel getting the calls, the catcher for Louisville. From the dugout to her right. Gets the call to Heath, the pitch, and Allie Foley swings to get a piece of it. And that one able to get in and over the... for an RBI ground rule double, I believe. As able to make it in, Allie Foley, a big 2-out RBI double here from the 9th spot, and that's a huge RBI for the senior coming in big for her team, the Hawking College commit. Turns it over to the top and gives the Falcons a 5-0 advantage. As there's a current meeting on the mound, we're going to have a real quick break. This meeting is going to be brought to you by YSU.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana.
Maddie Butis back in to run for Allie Foley as Ayla Ray back up to bat as the first pitch, a ball to Ayla Ray, 1-0. Huge hit for Allison Foley to turn it over to the top. Ayla Ray 0 for 2 on the day, but a 600 hitter on the season, and that one lines to the right fielder trying to drop it in. They had it nicely read that time for out number 3 as Stevie Barrett able to get a read on it. And the Falcons get another run with an Allie Foley RBI double. It's 5-0 Fitch after 4. We go to the top of the 5th here on ysnlive.com.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Top of the 5th inning we go. It is Brooke Brendel, Stevie Barrett, and Kendra Thomas, also known as 6, 7, 8 for the Leopards respectively, going up against Sydney Watts, and the Falcons currently leading 5-0 after 4 innings of play here in Austintown, as that first pitch tips off the glove of McKenna Hogan, 1-0. This Leopards squad 12-12 on the season, but like we said, features multiple Federal League teams, including beating North Canton Hoover on the season, 8-5, as that one cut on and missed 1-1.
You may want to know, after a 4-10 start, they're 8-2 in their last 10.
And good to note, too, 8-2 in the last 10, too. They have been on a winning streak, and that has been a fact for sure. And that winning streak, like we said, that has also come against a large part of Federal League teams that the Leopards did, in fact, play in that one. So quality wins that Louisville has been able to gather on their way to this tournament, as all these teams have a dream of playing at Akron Firestone here in just a couple weeks. Regionals for Austintown will be at the YSU softball complex, though, if they are to advance. Austintown or Louisville, the winner of the Austintown district, that is, would be at the YSU softball complex. That is where all the Division I regionals are taking place, as that strikeout now gives Sydney Watts a dozen on the day, and out number 1 here in the top of the 5th inning.
Fielder number 29, Stevie Barrett.
Stevie Barrett getting her second at bat against Watts. She struck out swinging her first time up. Going for the bunt, and it fouls back, 0-1. Falcons squad 20-2 on this season. Those 2 losses came down in Myrtle Beach, and fun fact, the Austintown Fitch Falcons in the 2022 campaign have not lost to a team from Ohio. As the 0-1 pitch again is fouled back on the bunt attempt, and the count goes to 0-2. It is in fact correct. It is a West Virginia and a Maryland team. The 2 teams that came across victorious. Archbishop Spalding was the Maryland team, and I believe they were ranked at the time in the top 5 in their state.
And they're from Severn, Maryland, which is ironic because it's Archbishop Spalding, a name here. Severn, Maryland, another name on Falcons roster.
0-2 called, strike 3, a baker's dozen for Sydney Watts as she registers her 13K here in the top of the 5th inning, 2 down now, and it brings up Kendra Thomas.
Now standing in, designated player number 5, Kendra Thomas.
First pitch is a ball, 1-0.
So I could use the reverse K when they're called out or they're caught looking, but
count is 1-1. That one is fouled off to the Louisville dugout side. 1-2.
assistant coach Emily Cantley on that one. 1-2.
It's pretty sharp with the pen to give Emily Cantley an error over there at the assist. She's not even having the leather on right now, too. Barehanded trying to get it. As going around too far. That's 14 strikeouts now for Sydney Watts, as she again strikes out the side for the 4th time in this ball game. 4 of the 5 innings have been a strikeout of the side for Sydney Watts. As a 5-0 lead remains for Austintown, we go to the bottom of the 5th right after this on ysnlive.com.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the fifth, it's Sammy A, Maddie Taylor, Sydney Watts. Sydney Watts striking out the side, her season total now at 275 strikeouts on the campaign. And that is over the course of 120 innings. 2 consecutive strikes, though, by Katie Heath over on Sammy A. And doing a really good job against the left-handed bats of the Falcons order. They are right now 0 for 4, the top 2 left-handers on the day, until right about there as a jinx. As Sammy A gonna just turn on the wheels as she'll get into third, cruising to lead off with a triple for Austintown. As Sammy A with a big triple to the gap. Lefty-lefty matchup makes no difference to A in this at-bat as she takes it to the wall, and a runner set 60 feet away for Maddie Taylor. Maddie Taylor grabbing an RBI in her first 2 at-bats, a double and a home run on the day. As Taylor takes a first pitch ball. We mentioned a run sit 60 feet away now for Taylor, as Sammy A, another run for the Falcons to try to extend their lead on the base paths. As Taylor lines it out to left field, she's going to bring home another run, and 3/4 of the cycle now for Maddie Taylor, a triple shy of it, as 3 RBIs for the 3-hole hitter senior, and it's 6-0 Falcons. Sydney Watts hit her 10th home run of the season in her last at-bat. She's 2 for 2 on the day. As that first pitch, 1-0. Like we said, folks, her pitching numbers out of this world, but her batting numbers, batting over 500, 10 home runs, 30 RBIs. Not shabby numbers in the slightest. 2-0. In fact, she's at the tops of multiple categories, in the top 3, top 5 in almost all the categories. I'd say top 3 in a good majority of the batting categories on her squad as well. 2-1 the count for Watts, with Maddie Taylor at first and nobody down here for Austintown. As the throw to first, Taylor gets back in safely, and it's a hitter's count for Watts, 3-1. She can look for her brand of pitch here from Heath. We'll see if Heath gives her anything. The 3-1 as Watts takes it off of the toes. Going to have to shake that one off. 3-2, full count. As the count, 3-2, the payoff, taking inside, and Sydney Watts works a walk. Taylor advances on the walk, first and second, nobody out. Caitlin Mitchell now up to bat, sac fly RBI in her first at bat. That was back in the first inning, as well as a grounder to third in her second at bat.
At the plate for the Falcons, second baseman number 4, Caitlin Mitchell.
As Caitlin Mitchell, nobody down, runners at first and second, goes swinging after that first pitch, tries to deposit it out and left, but able to get a nice read on it for out number 1, as getting the leather on it that time is Maddie Adams.
Now the designated player number 40,
Sam Severn.
Sammy Severn.
As Severn goes swinging at the first pitch, popped up first base side, tried to get some leather on it that time but couldn't get it. Was the first baseman Collins, and it's an 0-1 count to start. Sam Severn grounding to the pitcher and popping out to, or flying out to center, excuse me. As the pitch 1-1 the count now on Severn. As that one tips off of the bat of Severn. And she gives a look over to Coach Ward in the third base dugout like, are you kidding me, Duck, to get out of the way? And it clips off of the bat anyway. So a strike called on Severn, the 1-2, and Severn just reaches out to get a piece of it and keep the count what it is at 1-2. As the count 1-2. As Severn pulls it back, tries to drop it in, and that one is going to drop in. Everyone advances a base. Now here's the key with only one down. The 10-run rule still in effect even through tournament time after 5 innings as long as both teams get to bat. Austintown, the de facto home team, because of the #1 seed, they obviously went to their district. Just lined up that it's here in Austintown, but if Austintown is able to score the runs that are going to be hosted on the bags as well as the one at the plate, they will win the ball game by a score of 10-0. They can get 4 more runs scratched across. So in a sense right now, technically, winning run is at the plate for Austintown right now, the rest of the way through, as long as the bags stay full. And that's kind of what you got to figure you're talking about in this meeting at the circle is you can't make any huge mistakes here, leave anything over the plate, because if anything goes over the wall, this ball game's over. Bella Toffel struck out looking and walked on the day. 1 down, bags full for the Falcons. Toffel takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. The Falcons beating Kent to get to this point. Louisville coming away victorious against Howland. And that one, nice catch by the right fielder that time. And Stevie Barrett, as she was able to make a nice read and go to the knees in a dive for out number 2. Keeps everyone just where they are and keeps the lead at 6-0, no advancement of any runner. As McKenna Hogan takes a first pitch strike. Hogan on the day. Popped out to short as well as to the pitcher. Hogan takes the ball, 1-1. As the 1-1 to Hogan. Hogan skips it back. Foul, 1-2. Sam Severn at first, Ashley McLean at second. Maddie Taylor over at third. 2 down, bottom of the 5th inning, 6-0 Falcons lead it. The 1-2 pitch to McKenna Hogan grounds it to second. The throw to first completes out number 3 as the Falcons scratch across another run, extend their lead to 6. Leave the bags loaded, though, as we head to the top of the 6th. 5 in the books, Falcons leading 6-0. We go to the Leopards' bats right after this.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the top of the 6th inning here at Austintown Fitch High School as the Lady Falcons currently leading it by a score of 6-0. Falcons looking to close out the next 2 innings in order to advance to the district final, and where they will be taking on the winner of Perry and Green, slated to be right after the conclusion of this ball game today.
See you after this game concludes. Thank you for your cooperation.
As we go, respectively, Maddie Adams on the top of the order for Louisville here in the 6th.
Left fielder number 25, Maddie Adams.
As the first pitch, a ball to Adams, 1-0. As Sydney Watts, phenomenal to this point, 14 strikeouts on the day, gets a strike over on Adams, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 the count now on Adams. Adams struck out swinging in her first at-bat. As a swing and a miss went after some high heat. 15 strikeouts now for Sydney Watts as she opens up this top of the 6th inning with a leadoff out.
Leaping to the top of the Louisville Leopards batting order, third baseman number 24, Kenzie Denzer.
As the pitch missing for a ball. Kenzie Denzer gets her third at-bat as it's the third time through the order starting for Sydney Watts. Denzer struck out swinging and looking in her previous 2 at-bats. As that one gets over as a strike on Denzer, 1-1 the count. The 1-1 from Watts, swing and a miss, strike 2. As Watts looking for the final 5 outs in this one. The 1-2 to Denzer. Taking all the way, called strike 3, sweet 16 for Sydney Watts here in this district semifinal. And there's now 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning.
Now standing in shortstop, number 7, Maddie Benson.
Maddie Benson now got the first hit of the ball game in today's contest as the first pitch is a strike called 0-1.
Was it? Sorry about that.
Okay. The 0-1 taking all the way for a ball, 1-1 the count. 2 down.
Now we're square.
Top of the 6th. And we said that game that's happening after Maslin Perry, the 12 seed, going up against Green, the 7 seed. So Green going to be the home team in that one, and Perry going to be the away team. The winner of that one will face the winner of this one on Wednesday, May 18th, 5 o'clock start time right back here in Austintown for that district final matchup. As the count 1-2, the pitch, Maddie Adams lines it. Nice grab by the third baseman, Sophia Senedak, for out number 3. As the top of the 6th concludes, we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Falcons stay in front 6-0. We'll be back right after this.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Bottom of the 6th inning we go, and it goes in order as it's Allie Foley, then the top for the Falcons.
The 6th inning for the Fitch Lady Falcons. In the 9th spot in the order, right fielder number 12, Allie Foley.
Allie Foley got a base hit in her first at-bat against Katie Heath that also brought home a run, an RBI double, and she's just going to take one on the lower back for the hit by pitch, and she's going to get a clear path to first. Back to the top of the order as Allie Foley.
Fitch Falcons batting order, shortstop number 1, Ayla Ray.
Ayla Ray getting her 4th at-bat of the day. A rare 0 for 3 day for Ayla Ray, as Katie Heath has actually done a really good job against Ayla Ray. Not that Ayla Ray hasn't squared them up and hit them hard just right at Louisville defenders. Another example right there as it's a double up. No, safe is Allie Foley as she's able to slide under the tag for only 1 out in the play, and the grounder to first.
All right, 3 unassisted on the fielder's choice, but no double play at second.
Sammy A had a triple in her last at-bat. Runner now at second with 1 down here. Sammy A goes swinging. It's on the infield. Able to grab it is Benson for out number 2. Maddie Benson settles under it. And there's 2 down here in the 6th.
Now here's Taylor.
Maddie Taylor, 3 for 3 day, 3/4 of the cycle completed. Had an RBI in each of her at-bats, RBI double, home run, and an RBI single in her first 3 at-bats. Great day for the 3-hole hitter in the Falcons order. Has a chance for another one with a runner in scoring position in Foley, as they're going to intentionally walk Maddie Taylor, grant her first base for Sydney Watts.
Pass issued to Maddie Taylor.
As Sydney Watts with 2 down, getting her 3rd at-bat. Her 3rd at-bat, 4th plate appearance. She's 2 for 2 on the day, single home run and a walk. First pitch, a screamer, third base side foul, 0-1. As the Falcons with an opportunity to add some more runs in this inning, as keeping it in front. No advancement from either base runner. Good job by Rendell to keep it in front of her. 1-1 the count. Falcons have an opportunity to add some more insurance runs to their 6-0 advantage. The 1-1. As Sydney Watts lines it foul down the left field line. 1-2 now. As the 1-2 pitch, as Sydney Watts goes chasing after it for the strikeout, and out number 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Falcons get a couple on base but can't bring them home, as we have 6 in the books, as Louisville have their final at-bats and final chance to get back in this one. Top of the 7th inning coming up right after this. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com, and some playoff softball. Don't go anywhere.
You can see these players, get to know these names, get to know these coaches at a more personal level than truly you ever did before. And I think YSN has been a big influential factor in bringing us that level of personal connection that we haven't seen any other company truly be able to do. If my legacy goes down as being the voice of the Austintown Fitch Falcons, I can hang my hat on that and be proud of it at the end of the day. My name is Ty Bartell, and my sports network is your sports network.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
To the top of the 7th inning we go. It's the Leopards' final chance here against the Falcons to try to get 6 runs across. It's not going to be easy for Sydney Watts, who's out to pitch her 7th inning. Jenna Collins, Shelby Bailey, Brooke Herron. That's 3, 4, 5 respectively in the Leopards' starting 9 today for their lineup. Watts searching for 3 outs to get the Falcons into the district final, as that first pitch is a ball, 1-0. Jenna Collins, 2 at-bats today, struck out swinging and had a base hit single, 1 for 2 against Watts today. Brought a breaker, did Watts, a little off-speed pitch, but it misses, 2-0, advantage Collins. As the 2-0 from Collins, swing and a miss to Collins, I should say, from Watts. And Watts gets back into the count now, 2-1. Sydney Watts to this point, 16 strikeouts and 277 on the season. The 2-1, that one is hit. Shortstop, Ayla Ray gloves Fields, makes a strong throw to Taylor at first for out, number 1. As we said, again, the winner of this game will be featured on YSNLive.com on Wednesday, May 18th. 5 o'clock start time right here, as it's going to be the winner of this one taking on the winner of Perry and Green. That's 7 and 12 seeds, respectively. Green the 7, Perry is the 12 in that contest immediately following this one. So we will have that district final right here in Austintown decided for this upcoming Wednesday. Winner of that one will obviously represent the Austintown district, as they will go into the regional semifinal to try to represent the region in the state. The 0-2 pitch now, bouncing in to Maley, 1-2. As the count 1-2 with 1 down, the pitch from Watts, hit up the middle, and it's a base hit for Maley as she lines it to center. Nice approach from the cleanup hitter in today's contest. 3rd hit of the day for Louisville, and Brooke Herron gets to swing it with a runner at first.
Now stepping in center fielder number 11, Brooke Herron.
Brooke Herron struck out swinging and grounded to short in the 2 at-bats of work today. As the first pitch ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Taking low as Hogan keeps it in front of her. 2-0 now the count. As Hogan has a quick brief meeting in the circle with Watts. Down 2-0 in the count with a runner at first for Louisville. The 2-0 is fouled off as saw something she liked and took a hack at it that time, did Heron, but lined it back to the fencing, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch, taking all the way for a called strike 2, and the count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Brooke Heron. Don't forget, folks, $9.99 gets you access to the entire slate of baseball and softball playoff games today, and that includes the entirety of the day, so you could go back and watch other contests that have happened under the YSN coverage map today. Baseball and softball. $9.99 gets you that ticket to all games during the tournament. As the payoff pitch swung on and missed, 17 strikeouts in this ball game for Sydney Watts. And the Leopards are now down to their final out. And it comes in the form of Brooke Brendel. Pair of strikeouts swinging on the day. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. As Watts getting the call, the 0-1. That one fouled to the Leopards dugout, and Louisville now down to their final strike. Leopards dugout getting loud. Falcons dugout matching it. The 0-2. That one is lined through the hole in between first and second. The throw home is out with the stretch by Maddie Taylor to complete the shutout of the Leopards. 6-0 is your final in this one as the Falcons come away victorious against the Leopards in today's contest. With that win now, it has booked the Austintown Fitch Falcons into the district final, where they are going to be playing the winner of Green and Maslin Perry. And that, of course, is going to be played right here in Austintown on May 18th for a 5 o'clock first pitch start time. Austintown, regardless of the winner of that game, will be slated as the home team, taking the #1 seed in this district. And again, you could find that district final as well as the full slate of other softball and baseball playoff games this upcoming Wednesday for $9.99. Just make sure you tune in to ysnlive.com/live to get the full slate of tournament games on the network for the day. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Softball. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who are able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GM, Steve Leslie, who with his work with YSU Football, Bob Scene Park Baseball, and YSNLive.com, the entirety of the Mahoning Valley and the surrounding areas would not know what to do without Steve Leslie. And so we thank him. But most importantly, to all of you who's helped support these kids, schools, and communities through the entirety of the season, you guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about. And so we thank you. If you are supporting from afar right now, supporting your Louisville Leopards, going strong with the Leps all season long, we of course welcome you in and say hello to you and thank you for your constant support of Louisville Athletics. If you're tuning in from the Austintown area, right here in the Austintown area, we of course welcome you in, say hello to you, and thank you of course for your constant support of the Austintown Fitch Falcons and YSNLive.com. This has been Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.